Hello YouTubers and welcome to yet another hype versus no hype. You guys seem to love this segment, so we're doing another one. I'm being challenged again by Bread of Animacies. He's off camera. We're having a small share today and he was like, hey, I got another challenge for you. So maybe I should make one for him soon as well. But hype versus no hype. So some beer that's really hyped. One of these are really hyped beers. I can already smell right now that there's some kind of barrel-aged dark beer because they smell massive and intense, but they smell really good. So should I, does it matter which one I start with? I just start. Okay, well, let's just do this one first. The left one. My left.
Yeah.
In terms of color, let's just have a brief look. This doesn't have as much head. The first thing I noticed. It's darker, but it's harder to generate, but they look rich. They look like rich beers. Very dark amber colors. Like it could look like old ale or barley wine or Scotch ale or any of these malty strong beers. But let's check out the aroma here on the first one. Oh yeah, that smells really good. Really nice. Big fudgy caramel. It's bourbon barrel aged, I'm guessing. Because it has like this huge fudge caramel kind of thing. Yeah, caramel, toffee, like a little bit of like a red apple thing on this one for me. It could also be like, the thing is that's really hard with these styles is like, is it a barley wine or is it a Scotch ale or is it an old ale? Because those styles have become so interchangeable. So I think it's really hard to decipher 100% at least from the aroma alone, but it's definitely a barrel-aged beer of those types. A really strong vanilla and oak on this one too. It smells really good. Let's try it. Cheers! Oh, that's really good. That's really nice. Full on kind of dry oaky character on it. Big time caramel, big time toffee. It like we had the Fremont Brew 3000. It's in that kind of vein. Maybe with a more dark fruity approach, this one. It's something along those lines. Like it's really fudgy, caramelly, and sweet and nice. But that being said, it could also remind me of like a Founder's Backwoods Bastard or something like that. Because that's also like really bourbon forward and fudgy. A little bit more dark fruit. And, you know, then it has like that big waft of bourbon. It's not like crazy full bodied, a little bit fizzy, but it tastes really good. Let's try the other one. It looks thicker just by swirling it in the glass. It's also maybe a shade darker. They look exactly the same on camera, but
Maybe you should drink some water, by the way.
I did. I had a small sip, but I'll just grab some more then. But yeah, it just looks richer in the glass. Much richer. And the head is darker too, but let's check out the aroma on this one. It smells like it's slightly, almost like it's older. I'm getting more oxidized character on this one. Like a slightly more dark fruity kind of pruny thing. Yeah, definitely. A bit sweet. It's not like, also sweet and fudgy, but not like that same crazy intense like fudge thing. It's definitely there partly, but yeah, a bit of almond too. But it just has like a bit of an oxidized, older kind of beer aroma. So this might be aged a bit. It could also just be barrel aging. You know, oxidation happens during barrel aging too, but it also smells very nice. Let's try it. Cheers. Oh, that's really good too. Really oily compared to the other one. Man, so this is really hard in terms of guessing the style because this is so reminiscent of, you know, these three dark beer styles I mentioned, like Scotch ale, barley wine, and old ale. So it's quite hard to just. It's almost like shooting in like blank which one is which because all the styles have become interchangeable, but they're definitely big and barrel aged. And my main guess would be bourbon because they're sweet and fudgy, especially judging by this one. And I have an idea that one of them could be Paragon from Levig. And I'm maybe leaning towards the left one because it's really sweet and fudgy. But I remember that one being a bit more full-bodied. We just had it. This is just a bit more oxidized and old tasting. And like dark fruity. I think they're really damn good though. Okay, we're back. I just had to change the battery on the camera. But yeah, let's see here. Which one is the hyped and which one is the not hyped one? And what style? So this just smells like an older beer. I'm gonna guess it's barley wine. English style barley wine, and I'm gonna guess that this one, the left one, is the more hyped one because I have an idea that this could be the one that's more hyped because it tastes a bit more new school because it's like really fudgy and sweet and caramelly. But I think I'm gonna try them because I like them quite equally. They have quite different things to offer. This one pops a bit more maybe, but I kind of like that this one is like it's like a bit more porty and it's a bit more dark fruity. And it's more oily. Much more oily than this one. But I think it's also because this one has a lot more carbonation. It's really carbonated, so that kind of disrupts some of the body for me, so it's really hard to pinpoint which one is thickest. But if you swirl them in the glass, it seems like the right one leaves more curtains. So that could also be a telling sign that this one is stronger than this one. But yeah, I'm going to guess this one is the hype one, this one is the less hype one, and then maybe edge it out to this one and give this like a 95, and this a 94. Just because, yeah, it has a more popping, singy flavor, whereas this is a bit more oxidized in flavor. So, yeah. Is that it, right? Yeah, now Brett will come in, and I'll close my eyes, and we'll see what it is. My eyes are closed, and Brett has joined the video, the review, the hype versus no hype. My guess was this one is the hype one and this one is the non-hype one, and I would say around 94 to 95 in terms of grade. I think they're fantastic. I'm guessing English style barley wine as I said, and I have a feeling that this could be Paragon from Bevog. The freshest one, the one we had not too long ago, because I just remember that it was really caramel and sweet and bright. So that's kind of my only kind of guess, because I wouldn't think you would have done a Levy versus what are they called, Fremont, because both of them are quite hyped. So that's just initially what I think. Otherwise, I'm leaning towards it could also be. Yeah, well, there's not hype Scotch ale. So barley wine is my biggest bet. It could also be old ale, but we'll go with barley wine.
You're right on the style. It's
okay.
barley wine.
English barley wine.
Yeah, but you're not right on the beer.
Okay.
But you're close. Well, not kind of. But
Yeah.
you're right on the style, and you're also right that they're both bourbon barrel aged barley wines. And they both, even though one says American barley wine on Untapped, it is an English barley wine. Everybody says it tastes like an English barley wine. So it is. Yeah. But if you want to, you can open your eyes now.
Okay, maybe it's the other way around. Whoa, it was Firestone Walker Sugapa.
Yes.
Wow.
The one on the left is Sukaba. And this one is from a brewery called Bevog, which is called Hacker Blend. Hacker Blend. 1019 pink.
Oh, my eyes.
Pink blend. And it's sponsored by Ronald.
Ah, Beer Dome.
Yeah.
Well, let's unwrap it here.
Yeah.
Can you unwrap it?
But the weird thing about this
Sukaba,
beer is
man.
that
Sukaba one, the OG, but
Yeah.
the only reason why is oxidation.
Yeah.
That's, like this one is I don't think it's too oxidized, but this just has the edge a bit of brightness, but it's still really good. It's not bad oxidation, but it just tastes a bit older.
yeah,
But I've heard of Bevog. It's
Yeah.
in Austria or something?
people are really big fans of this barley wine series they do called Paperback. the paperback series, and they have a blue blend and a pink blend, and yeah. So I've seen a bit of few barley wine fans, especially the ones who like Fremont and also Paragon, say that this one is pretty close to those. So I thought it would be fun to battle it out, but it would be too easy for you to guess Paragon because we just had it.
Yeah, so I was just dabbling around it because I haven't had Sukaba in years. No. But it's actually fucking great.
The aroma, if it had a bit more body,
yeah,
it would be completely on the same level as the Fremont.
Yeah, 100%.
Barley wines.
Because it's the same profile, really. But that was such a top tier beer back in the day. I'm really also comparing it to the Firestone beers we had on the stream.
Yeah, the Velvet Merkin.
What the hell? There's
this is
such
much
a big difference.
Better. But it just, if it had just a bit more body, especially the aroma is fucking great. It's really up there. But I think maybe if it just had a bit more depth and body, it would be like 97.
Yeah.
Ish.
But I'm also guessing that this is the one you meant as the hype beer.
Yeah.
Because it's well known. It might be the same level of hype as it was back in the day,
Again, but it's still, it's a sought after beer. When it comes to Europe, people buy it instantly.
Yeah.
So at least here, I know in the US, it's fairly easy to get, and it's not, it's just kind of shelf beer. But when it arrives in Europe, people just buy it instantly. So it still has that kind of recognition.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's just the only thing for this is mouthfeel. And I was like, even though I've shook it a lot, it's not as thick as this.
Nope. This one has a bit more body. But they're both from 19.
Well,
so it must just be the barrels they've used for this one that have, or
just
added a bit more oxidation.
Or the barrel, the bottling. Even though they have the wax on, maybe there's more oxygen uptake when they bottle their beers compared to Firestone, because Firestone is a huge brewery now. So... But I'm really impressed with the fact that Firestone won.
Yeah. If the Firestone had the body that this one has, it would be,
Yeah, it would be on the level of the Brew whatever Ks from Fremont.
Probably the 3000.
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't put it up at...
No, the 2000, but it's more like the 3000 as well because it's really fudgy and caramelly, more so that slight oxidation. But this, even though it's younger than the Fremont, tastes more oxidized.
Yeah. It's
but
very
it's only
good beer.
bourbon barrels?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's a blend of several bourbon barrels. But if someone knows if some other barrels were in that blend, please let me know, because I couldn't unwrap the beer. I wanted to keep it in that.
But I think all the info is on the wrapping too.
Yeah.
So.
But it should be.
From beer though, nice.
Yeah, a blend of bourbon barrels. So.
Well, I got it.
Yeah, yes,
nice.
You did.
I was just unsure about picking barley wine. I was thinking it could be barley wine, but the thing is, I think it would be really hard to if you did a battle of an old ale versus a barley wine nowadays, or maybe a Scotch ale. You could guess because they're often not as strong, but old ale and barley wine, it's almost interchangeable nowadays. Yeah. There's no Brettanomyces or anything involved anymore. The only thing really with old ales is, there's usually really old beer blended into
maybe
it.
A bit more carbonation. But
not necessarily, because some old ales are not that carbonated. I think the big thing is just
I'm just
if
thinking
it's done
about the brewery.
but I'm just thinking done in a modern sense without bugs.
Yeah.
The only thing would be really old beer blended with fresh beer.
Yeah.
I think that there's a portion of Solera method, which they also do at the brewery, but that's something that's really hard to taste.
Yeah.
Really hard. But yeah, that was fun. I love barley wine, and I'm really amazed that I still give Sukaba a 95. I thought this was one of the beers I would have feared dropped down just because of our tasting of the Velvet Merkins, because they were so disappointing.
And I was also a bit scared, but as soon as I smelled this beer, I was just like, wow, that's actually really good.
Yeah.
So, lots of vanilla.
I totally forgot we had this beer too.
Yeah.
Good on you.
I thought you probably forgot, so, yeah.
So
it's been sitting in my cellar, so.
Yeah. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed this. This was fun. Another hype versus no hype in the wrap. In the wrap? Is that how you say it?
Pretty close one.
Wrapped? That's how you say
Wrapped.
it? Pretty close?
Yeah.
I think it's really close. It's just the oxidation flavor that's a bit too much.
Maybe this one was a bit better fresher because
Yeah.
it's from 19.
Yeah,
From what I know.
that might be the case.
Late 19. So.
But it's not too far off
No.
from the other one.
Nope.
It's really nice. So
Yeah.
yeah, if you guys had a chance to try either the Bevog Haga or Firestone Walker Sukaba from 19, let us know what you thought of them.
Yep.
Fun to do these in a battle. And you guys are requesting hype haze in a battle. We'll see if we can do it.
Yeah.
The thing is, like, now these guys know that you requested it. So if I do it on them, it's going to be easy.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Exactly.
But yeah, if you guys had a chance to try these, let us know. As always, remember to comment, subscribe, check the Facebook fan page, and Twitter and Instagram. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and ring the bell for future notifications about videos. And if you have an idea or something for a blind beer you want us to see, or maybe you have some beer you want us to taste blind, you can contact us here on the channel.
Yeah.
We'll see
Probably
what we
not the
can do.
person who has to taste it.
Yeah.
But
I just said, or if you wrap it,
Yeah.
then you could do it and challenge all of us, and we can be surprised on camera. I don't know. But let us know if you want to do something like that. It could be a bit fun.
Yeah.
Because then none of us would know nothing.
Yeah.
But yeah. Thanks a ton for watching. We're going to say cheers.
Yes.
And
Cheers.
see you guys in another video.